Okay now, it's been a few months since I had you pull a ball like this out of your closet. And Rebecca Hagman, well, she showed us a simple exercise to use with this neglected ball. Most of us, we sit on it. Of course, I know you've been putting it to good use, and Rebecca's here again to bring this routine to the next level. Are you ready? Well, let me clear the floor so Rebecca can get started.
A few months ago, I showed you how to dust off your exercise ball and use it. Today, we're going to step it up a bit and add a little more challenge to the same routine. Okay, so when you started with the balancing, hopefully you have worked your way on up to a minute. If you haven't, let's go ahead and do that. And you can even work yourself up to 2 minutes or 3 minutes. The more that you can balance, the stronger your core is going to be. Okay, so that is the first exercise. And then we're going to do the arm exercises as well. And with the arm raises, again, at a 45-degree angle. And if you have only done 10 to 15 of these in repetition, I encourage you to step it up to 20, 25, 30 repetitions, continuing to exhale on the exertion and inhale coming down. Okay? And from there, remember, we went to the side, kind of like a bench press, right? Where we're lying down on the ball and the arms come to the side. So this one, definitely, we want to bring the feet in closer to have a smaller point of balance and be able to use our core. And bring the weights up on the exhale and down on the inhale for the weight press. High repetitions. Increase your repetitions if you haven't gotten up to 30 yet for that. And then slowly sit up on the ball. And let's go ahead and do push-ups. So the push-ups are going to be, again, a little bit different than what I showed you. I need the length of my mat here. So I'm going to roll out, and instead of being just on my torso, I'm going to roll all the way out to where it's just my legs on the ball. And the same applies with the arms, where you're coming down at a 90-degree angle so that you don't tweak your elbow for your push-ups. And then for a high plank, this one is just a challenge in itself to balance. Bring your hands into a plank, and you're going to lift one leg off the ball, and you're just going to hold it here for 5 breaths, and can you work your way on up to 10 breaths, holding and balancing on the ball. And come out of that the same way that you got into it, by rolling off. Okay, then on the crunches, what you can do with the crunches is you can have a weighted ball, and we're going to do from playing with the ball and up, and you hold a weighted ball on your chest to add some weight to your crunches to come up like this. And even the crunches where you're coming from behind the ball, lower than the ball up to the even, you hold it here and come up using that weight for added challenge. And again, high repetitions to get that core working. And sit up and to the side crunches. So what's new with the side crunches? Again, we want to support our weight on the ball. Let's take your hand down to the mat, because instead of spreading our legs, we're going to have our legs together, and you can have them crossed at the ankles to have a little bit of support. And you're going to raise your hand, and on the side of your foot you can hold it, and you can do crunches like this, a couple inches, or if you want, you can raise the top leg, exhaling as you bend it in to your chest, and inhale as you take it out. Exhale, bend it into your chest, and inhale out. So again, high repetition with this. And when you're done with the one side, then you go ahead and do it on the other side. So the leg lifts are going to stay the same. The only difference is that I hope that you can go up into a high repetition with the leg lifts. And if you've only done one leg, raising them, that now you're able to do both legs. Even if you start with a low repetition, 10 or 15, and you'll work your way on up to the high. And another challenge, if you've been doing that, is hold them up for 5 breaths, 10 breaths before releasing them down and rolling back down. And just like we ended the last routine, we're going to end this routine with the back bend as well, because the back bend is so wonderful in order to open up the back. So the challenge here is to start to roll your head closer to the mat and get your arms over onto the mat. Bring your feet in closer to the ball and push into the mat with your hands and with your feet. With eventually you can lift yourself up off the ball with the ball still there in order to give you support and so that you know that you won't fall with that. And coming back down onto the ball, lift your arms up, roll onto your butt the same way that you've been getting off that ball and releasing the ball. So why do we continue to work with these exercises? Well, we want to build a strong core, and our core is all of the muscles from our neck onto our pelvic floor. And when we have a stronger core, we will have better health, heart health, we will have better circulation of our blood, our lymph, our hormones, and we will have better structural integrity, including our skeletal system and our muscle system. And that way we can work towards a stronger, better you.